The lockdown order in the Federal Capital Territory was to have ended April 27, 2020, but President Muhammadu Buhari in his broadcast extended it by another 1 week. He also commended Nigerians for their understanding in this trying moment and assures of all Nigerians of their safety and security. The security agencies in the FCT are doing their best to ensure that enforcement of the lockdown does not violate human rights. That is our focus this week. We will be looking at the enforcement of the lockdown without violation of human rights. Welcome to Call the Police. I am Sophia Noma Fuchi. Stay with us. The program continues in just a moment.
Maintenance of law and order, ensuring security of life and property are the primary responsibilities of the Nigerian police. They operate day and night to ensure that you and I are safe from the stranglehold of hoodlums and social miscreants. This then makes the officers and men of the Nigerian police force your friends. The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern. Contribute your own quota. Report suspicious movement promptly to the police. The FCT Police Command beckons on you to assist in its quest to make the Federal Capital Territory crime-free. The time is now.
You are on to Call the Police on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja. All right, joining me in the studio to discuss on the enforcement without violence is the Area Commander Kubwa, Assistant Commissioner of Police Sani Omolori Aliyu. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, Sophia. Good morning, viewers.
So how is Kubwa this morning?
Kubwa this morning is very fine.
Okay, let's begin this way. With the third phase of restriction of movement in place, how has enforcement been in Kubwa and environs?
Thank you, Sophia. Enforcement in Kubwa has been very challenging, but very commendable also. Virtually all our manpower deployments are targeted towards the enforcement of the lockdown. That includes even our admin personnel. We deploy to all critical points, including other sister agencies to assist us, and we ensure that those that are not supposed to move do not have access to the road to move. Yeah.
Okay. But we had reports of that it has been observed that during this lockdown, some areas, including markets, in the open, observe the lockdown in the morning, but in the evenings, shops and residents do not observe the lockdown. How is it true?
Yeah, that we have instances like that, but as you know that keeping people behind in their houses is always a very daunting exercise. So we have instances that people will observe it in the morning, but maybe because of the economic hardship, in the evening they will come out. But what we do is that we are always vigilant. We are always, our men are always deployed everywhere, and we clamp down on such people.
Okay, okay. We have a first caller. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Kubwa.
All right. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What is happening in Kubwa as our people is saying?
Okay.
We say that we take this because the situation in Kubwa is very critical, especially what happened to DRC 3 days ago.
Okay.
Concerning the policies that they brought to us.
Okay.
So we see what police did there. They try to control the crowd and to make sure that every criminal that is in there not to have hands on taking anything away. And want to thank Nigerian police for their effort. Even the one in DRG, they are all trust. We are commend on them on what they have done. So we want to say that as this is going like this, we want Nigeria, the federal government to help them more, to give them what what is necessary for them to to take the Nigeria forward.
All right.
So thank you very much. And concerning the T-South, I hear that they say that other people support them, like all this security and T-South, and we see that they give them chance also to operate.
All right. Thank you very much.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Commendation for you. You're doing very well, and I also commend you. Honestly, the police is doing very well this period. But we want to know what has been your greatest challenge in the enforcement of the lockdown.
Our greatest challenge is, as always, is manpower. We always need manpower. We don't have enough manpower to deploy because we have so many points to, deploy our men to. But we are being assisted by other sister agencies, and including even the Vigilante and the Nigerian Legion are also assisting us.
Okay.
So basically, we have been able to overcome those challenges.
How have you been able to handle the issues of essential workers? Many have complained of being unduly delayed and detained.
Hello.
Okay, before you answer.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, good morning. I'm Area Commander calling from Kubwa.
Okay. Your name and calling from Kubwa.
My name is Vincent Onyewa.
All right. Go ahead, Vincent.
What happened in Kubwa? This is they carry a trailer of road come here. All the sides are visiting. People rush, they carry and go back. They didn't see anything at Kubwa, PRG primary school. We say like the people is too much, overcrowd, more than 10,000 people. They carry the road, move away. They didn't get anything for Kubwa here at the PRG Amsterdam.
All right, thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What actually happened?
Okay.
Palliatives.
Yeah, I think what happened at BRG yesterday, there was supposed to be palliative distribution, and some people wanted to, some hoodlums wanted to hijack it and disrupt the exercise. But at the end of the day, nothing was shared because we had to evacuate the items back to.
What call do you have for residents in order for them to know that these palliatives are for them, but they must be orderly?
Yes, the local government is doing a lot of, education, talking to them through their traditional leaders, for them to comport themselves, so that they can be given these palliatives in an orderly manner.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mark.
All right, I didn't get your name clearly. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, no, all right, we lost that call. Back to our earlier question, the issues of essential workers. So some people have complained, many rather, have complained of. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. This is Prophet calling from JL.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. I just want to recommend on the pay contractors.
All right, go ahead, please.
I think I just want to recommend on the Kuje division on what they are doing in this lockdown. Seriously, in Kuje, seriously, I really appreciate all what they are doing.
All right.
They are doing well.
All right.
So we really appreciate them. And after that, Oga keeping with the mention some groups that are together. So that we did not mention PCRC, also PCRC Academy.
All right.
Yeah, so I want Oga to remember you call Legends and the vigilantes, and in this area, they are also trying to.
All right. Thank you very much.
That is an oversight.
Yes.
Maybe because I feel that
Thank you very much. All right.
the PCRC are part and parcel of the police.
Okay.
Yes.
And police don't get palliatives, right? I'm just asking. Police don't get the palliatives.
I think it will come. It will come.
Gradually.
The appropriate time. It will
All
come.
right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Back to my earlier question. You must have to give us this answer now. The essential service workers, some have complained of duly detained or being duly detained and delayed. Why? Why is it so?
Well, you know, we always have such problems. But basically, we brief our men that we send to the roads to be civil and courteous, and then we educate them on the need to allow essential workers
because
to pass.
Even with the ID cards, it's difficult to get through.
Yeah, well, there are issues like that, and we always address them. We told them that essential workers should be allowed access to pass on the road. Okay. So if there are people, any of our personnel that are harassing them, they should let us know and we will address it appropriately.
All right, that's good to know. Okay. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your question, please, or the suggestion.
I want to comment my other colleagues.
All right.
They're really good job. Most of the areas I work in. But I want to ask my fellow colleagues, though, if you have members,
go ahead.
In this issue of no movement, they do not allow PCRC members even with ID card and pass. They tell you are not a police officer. And where are the people that do it? So I want to know why.
Are you an essential worker? I didn't get you very well.
No, he's talking about the PCRC.
But they don't allow somebody to move.
Okay.
And secondly, if you are a personnel, sometimes you know how we normally work, maybe after close of work, we use our car to do one of the things, like puzzling, apart from this shutdown of the thing. When the day is normal, like there's no shutdown.
All right, thank you.
And you know, you have a commercial place that you have spent the people to the fact that they spend it. As a uniform person, as a teacher, they can tell you what you using your extended time to check what is going on around. Not that you are carrying something. Remove access to go outside. Tell you what is going on, what will allow you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know of other places, but I know that in Kubwa we are working hand in hand with the PCRC members. Some of their members mobilize and go out with our men on the road to carry out this enforcement. So I don't know of other places, but I know that in Kubwa we are working hand in hand with members of the PCRC.
Since we are dealing with communication and it's a general thing, can you advise the command probably on this so that they can inculcate PCRC all around to be part of this operation now?
Definitely, I will do that. I'll do that.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. The first lady to call this morning. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
There's something I want to
okay.
talk about that happened in Cuba.
Okay.
During this sharing of this thing.
Okay.
They talk about social distance. But that is not what happened. If you see, I won't see the police officer in the prison there. If they can show him what happened in Cuba, or he was there, I don't know. But what happened in Cuba was not, it has nothing to do about social distancing of the kind of people that were there. I am telling you that if one person that has this disease of a thing, give it to thousands of people in that
Sure.
system.
Sure.
I don't really know what we in Nigeria we are doing.
Thank you very
That
much.
is just what I want to talk about. They should look into that. Whenever they want to share this, look into it. But that's the policy. It was so bad. I do not expect it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, right now, the FCT health sector is going into community search to search for this disease.
We educate them and we ask them to calm down. But there's so much the police can do. In instances like sharing of palliatives, it is not the responsibility of the police to gather these people. It is those that are, sharing the palliatives that gather these people. All we do is that we are there to give security, maximum security, to see that the exercise is not disrupted. But you'll find out that what that caller said is basically true, because at the end of the day, you see that the situation is such that it does not allow for distancing. Right. So maybe those that are saddled with sharing these palliatives, I think they are listening in now, and the police will make their own input. They should do it in such a way that, I mean, the principle.
I'm very interested with this program.
All right.
But I'm very upset to put my own complaint due to the fact that we are not people to write about. And at the same time, we don't expect everybody to leave because they think that it's lockdown. Well, I used to move from our village, we are living here, go to the area council, whatever to or moving to it's not done.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Wow. The issue of palliatives, people are complaining. Like you said, in your area, Biagi in particular, thousands of people came out. So what do you have, what advice do you have for the people sharing FCT administration, people who share these palliatives, on how to reach those who are in their need of this?
Yeah, my advice basically to them is that they should try to use the traditional institutions.
Okay.
You understand? In sharing these palliatives, they should involve the traditional institutions, because there was no sensitization. They were not sensitized, And a lot of people are hungry, and once they see
even those
food
not
items,
hungry, even those not hungry,
yes, once
will
they
come out.
Yes, they want to hijack it
yes.
at all cost, and that is because there was no plan in place, and it's not the fault of the security, because we are just there. A situation where distribution of palliatives is happening at the same time in 3 places: in Pape, that of in Pape today. Tomorrow we do that of Biagi, and then the next day we do that of another place. We'll have enough manpower to give them, and then we'll be able to curtail the upsurge of,
This leads us to the issue of violation of human rights. Does it make you manhandle people when you see such?
We don't manhandle people, except those people who are recalcitrant. We don't, that is always our last option, because we are so, concerned about
human rights,
respect of human rights. In the extreme cases, then before we, maybe arrest and promptly take you before the mobile courts.
Okay. All right. We've lost so many calls in the course of our discussion, but we'll get them later if they so call us back. All right. Let's quickly the officers are men. Your officers are men. Are they well equipped and enlightened on how to protect themselves this period?
They are. We have
because it's a major concern. They meet people every day, on a daily basis.
All our men. So none of our personnel on the roads will go to the road without a face mask. So all of them are protected.
All right. Yeah. Is there any monitoring? That's good to know. Cuba happens to be one of the gateways to Kano. Do you, or how will you ensure that the interstate travel are being checked now? It's the directive of the president, the new directive. How do you ensure that?
Yes, our men have been briefed, fully briefed on this, and we have, like you said, we have boundaries with other states like Zuba and Buhari, they are bordering other states. So basically, they know what to do to prevent people,
Call police line.
All right.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm calling from Cuba.
You want to call the police, the program.
Sorry?
Please check the number you call. You're on to call the police. All right. What advice do you quickly have for residents of Cuba to assist? All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling.
I'm to confirm somebody without pass or without any ID card.
All right.
Can't go to the market to get some food stuff.
All right. Okay.
That is my own.
That's another complaint that we mostly hear.
No, there are designated market days. Not all days are designated as market days.
You see some people leave Cuba, per se, just to get to Yanya, that they are going, because it's market day. They say it's free day, just to cross, because things are cheaper, probably there, Cuba to Yanya, to buy something. But the directive is for people to patronize the neighborhood markets.
Yes, the advice is that you patronize the market that is closer to you. The same thing goes to those going to the hospitals. You know, there are hospitals closer to you. There's no need for you to leave your place and say you are going to a far place just because to get to the hospital. There are markets everywhere, and I want to believe that the prices of the items are basically the same in all places.
So generally, what do you observe during the lockdown during this period of lockdown, and what advice do you have for residents of Cuba?
Our observation is that people are not willing to, adhere to the social distancing policy in order to keep themselves safe and keep the society safe. Our advice is that they should realize that all actions that are being taken is for the benefit of the larger society, and that they should try as much as possible to adhere to this social distancing policy.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, ACP Sani Omolori Aliu, for coming on the program.
Thank you.
And wishing you safety in the discharge of your duties.
Thank you very much.
All right. Viewer, that is our package this morning. We've been discussing with Area Commander Cuba on issues of violence and other issues on social distancing. All right, that's how we say goodbye this morning, and please heed to all professional advice this season. Stay safe and stay out of trouble.